I'm really excited to be sharing with you guys today. So in our church, the theme of fire follows throughout every age group. First, we start out with Ignite in the children, then with the youth in Fuel, and lastly, the adults in Flame and Embers. And what's beautiful about this metaphor is that each of us are feeding into each other. We're all igniting each other's flames and fueling each other's fires. Every part of our congregation works together to keep the fire of our church going. Like Ava, my journey at Wakefield started a little bit later, when I was a sophomore here. But from my first day, I could feel that being a part of this congregation meant being a part of a family. When I was first invited to this church by my neighbors Mac and Kathy McEwen, they were so excited to see us, and every single Sunday since we started coming, we find them after church and give them a big hug. They always want to know how me and my sister are doing, and if there's anything they can do to support us. As I started to get more involved, I was introduced to Know in the Pocket, and I was given the opportunity to become the mission lead. And through that role, Miss Christina Bowman has poured into me so much, and has taught me so much about how to lead in service, and how to rally people behind you to support your cause, and that you can make so much of a greater impact when you connect people with you instead of just trying to do it by yourself. Which has taught me, and it is through her grace with me and her faith in me, that I've learned so much about how to stretch my perceived limits by involving my congregation and the people around me. Christina also helped me get involved with greeting, which has been such a fantastic way to meet more of you. Just standing either at the doors or the welcome counter, I get to see so many new faces and meet so many new people and start building relationships with them. Two of the individuals that I really got to know through greeting was Miss Brenda Teagle and her husband Jay. Last summer, the week after ASP, I connected with her, and she wanted to know how the weekend went and just kind of what I was interested in doing. And through that conversation with her, she decided to invest in me by making me a candidate for the organization she was a part of, Scholarship for Senior Girls. Throughout the process, she didn't stop checking in on me once the application was submitted. She kept reaching out, and through those check-in texts, it was clear to her that I was part of her family. And this idea of being part of a family through church wasn't even something I considered when I wanted to start coming here. Initially, what drew me in was how strong the youth group was and how easy it was for youth to get involved in service. One of the biggest ways our youth are involved in service is our annual Appalachian Service Projects trip. And let me tell you, that has been one of the best decisions I have ever made to go on that trip, because it has taught me so much about what service really means. It's not just about fixing people's situations, it's about making relationships with people and helping them through any challenges they might face. We build relationships on the trip with our homeowners by getting to hear their stories about who they are, the challenges they've faced, and everything that they've done, and how strong that they are throughout their lives. We build relationships with our leaders and other adults on their trips. And of course, we build relationships in fellowship with other youth. We play card games, we go for ice cream, we walk across the street to the stores. And it's in all those little moments that we're building relationships with them. And I'm just so grateful for ASP and for our youth group, because they've given me a group of friends that I've prayed and hoped for so long. I always wished that I had a group of peers that I could connect with and that I could grow in my faith with. And through this youth group, I've found some of the best friends I've ever had in my whole entire life. And it's like we're our own little family inside of our church family. It's the love that I feel for all my mentors and for the individuals who care about me and all my friends from youth. And the love that I have for them is so deep. And it's something that's going to be very hard to walk away from. But when I think about our church and the metaphor of fire, it gives me so much hope. Because in nature, when a forest comes to a It's ignited, it's fueled, it's burned, and it's bright in one place. But it doesn't last forever. It has to move on. And it feels like that fire is gone and nothing is left. But in reality, it leaves ashes. And those ashes are so important in nature because it makes the soil richer. And then when the new plants come to grow, they can grow stronger roots and they can bear more fruit. So as I unfortunately have to step away from this church and I won't be able to see you every Sunday, the lessons that I've learned and the memories that I've made are going to follow me and help fuel my growth. I don't have to start from scratch because everything you have left with me will help me grow. As we think about our verse and how each of us have something to give, it makes me think about how we are all working together to make each other better and how the impacts that we're able to make on each other will last a lifetime. So even though I can't see you all every week, I'm so thankful for my time here and for all the connections and relationships I've been so blessed to create. So to my Wakefield family, I love you all so much and I'm going to miss you so much. Thank you.